The Premier League is back after an international break, a boring international break. The Premier League is back for match week 8. There was something different about last weekend. It was a bit boring because there was no Premier League action. We saw players represent their countries to get themselves into the World Cup, but the Premier League is back, and you guys know what I do here on the channel. We're going to be previewing this weekend's games. We have a huge clash to open up the weekend. Without further ado, today I've got 10 things you need to know before this Premier League weekend, Match Week 8. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, make sure you go ahead and click that like button. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Make sure you also click on that bell button so you can be a part of the notification squad. Number 10, September's standouts. So we're going to start off the Premier League preview by going through the players that won awards for September in the Premier League. It was announced yesterday that Harry Kane was the player of the month for September, and it was Harry Kane's goal blitz that earned him the EA Sports Player of the Month award. The Tottenham striker scored 6 goals in 4 appearances last month and wins the award for the 5th time in his career, moving level with Wayne Rooney and Robin van Persie. Only Steven Gerrard with 6 has won the accolade on more occasions. Harry Kane went on to beat the likes of Sergio Agüero, Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku, Alvaro Morata, who were all in the running for September's Player of the Month. And it was Antonio Valencia who won the Carling Goal of the Month. Antonio Valencia won September's Carling Goal of the Month for his thumping strike against Everton at Old Trafford. It was an incredible goal to put United 1-0 in the lead, and he's the winner of the Goal of the Month. Number 9. Interesting clash. So here we go, previewing the games for this weekend's Premier League. And it is Burnley versus West Ham. And it is Slaven Bilic who is looking to make it 2 Premier League wins on the trot for West Ham as they face Burnley away. The Hammers secured a vital late 1-0 win against Swansea at the London Stadium before the international break. But it is Burnley who are the team in form at the moment. The Clarets have started the campaign very well, with wins at Chelsea and Everton, along with draws at Tottenham at Wembley and Liverpool to leave them 6th in the table. And it is a real threat to West Ham United this weekend. Number 8. This is going to be fun. Well, it's going to be fun for Chelsea, and it is going to be another hard day out on the pitch for Crystal Palace. Life isn't going to get easier for Crystal Palace as they host Premier League champions Chelsea on Saturday. Palace had a 4-0 defeat at Manchester United, meaning that they ended September without a single league goal or a point in their opening 7 games of the season. Chelsea, on the other hand, were outplayed in their 1-0 home defeat against Manchester City before the international break, and Antoine Conte knows the Blues can ill afford further slip-ups if they are to mount a successful title defense. Number 7. City versus City. Manchester City will be facing Stoke City on Saturday. City at the moment are sitting top in the Premier League table by only 1 goal difference over Manchester United. City had a superb 1-0 win away at champions Chelsea before the international break, but Stoke City have proved to be tricky customers with a win against Arsenal and a 2-2 draw against Manchester United. But it is Stoke City with their inconsistent form that has let them down. On the other hand, Manchester City are really consistent this season, unbeaten in the league and sitting first. And I don't see any slip up from Manchester City in this game, and I see them winning it quite comfortably. Number 6. Will Spurs finally win at Wembley? Is it time the Spurs pick up their first win at Wembley for the season? Tottenham will be hoping that Harry Kane can fire them to their first Premier League win at Wembley as Bournemouth head to London on Saturday. Harry Kane scored 13 goals for club and country to win the Premier League Player of the Month award, like I mentioned at the start of the video, as Spurs have won their 6 of their 7 games in September. But Pochettino's men are still winless in the league at Wembley, and this is 3 games that they have had at home. On the other hand, when they play away, they have been playing really well and picking up points. So they need to make sure that their home record gets on track if they do want to go ahead and challenge for the title. Number 5. Arsenal's injury trouble. It seems like Arsenal's defense is going to be their downfall this season at the moment in the Premier League. When I say that, it is because their defense is just going down like flies, picking up injuries. Arsenal had been hit with a major defensive injury crisis after it was Mustafi was ruled out for 6 weeks with a groin problem, with Wenger being dealt a huge blow after losing Mustafi, and like I said, he's out for 6 weeks, so he's going to be out until the end of November. Also, the Arsenal boss has admitted that Kolasinac is also struggling with a hip problem, suffered playing for Bosnia, and the boss is also giving Laurent Koscielny as long as possible to prove his fitness for Saturday's Premier League clash with Watford. Callum Chambers is also sidelined through injury. It could mean Arsenal can go into the Watford game without their 4 senior defenders. Arsene Wenger also went on to say, "I have concerns about my defence because of the injuries, and I need to think about that." And just when it seems like Arsenal are getting back on track, actually getting results, it looks like their defence is going down with injuries. Number 4, can Arsenal keep up with the top teams? So just mentioned Arsenal are going through a bit of an injury crisis at the back, but Arsenal will be seeking to keep their 4-game Premier League unbeaten run intact at Watford on Saturday. We all know the Gunners endured a tough start to the season with 2 defeats from their 3 August League games, but went on to win 6 of their 7 matches in all competitions in September. With Arsenal only dropping points in a Stamford Bridge stalemate against Chelsea, confidence is once again high in Arsene Wenger's squad as the Gunners travel to Watford. But on the other hand, we've got Watford, and the Hornets had a strong start to the campaign. They're just 1 point behind Arsenal in 8th position, which means it could be a tough task for the Gunners to pick up the 3 points. Number 3, St Mary's hosts Newcastle United. It is Southampton facing Newcastle United also in this Premier League match week 8. Southampton striker Shane Long is expected to be fit after suffering a knock on international duty, while for Newcastle United it looks like Dummett and Haidara will be missing the game, while Matt Ritchie and Christian Atsu should be fine to play the game against Southampton. There is only 2 points separating these 2 teams. Newcastle are in 9th position, while Southampton are in 12th. So a win in this game could be very big for either side. Number 2, Mane injured. So it's time to talk about the biggest game this weekend, Liverpool facing Manchester United. And before we preview the game, it is Liverpool forward Sadio Mane who is the talking point. He suffered a hamstring injury and could miss up to 6 weeks. Mane on his best, you could say, is the best Liverpool player in their team. Liverpool were dealt with a major blow on Tuesday with the news that forward Sadio Mane will miss up to 6 weeks with a hamstring injury to his left leg picked up while on duty with Senegal, which will see him miss the visit of Manchester United on Saturday. To open up the match week, the 25-year-old played 89 minutes last Saturday for Senegal before being replaced, and the club are confident that the injury was sustained during the game rather than before. He returned this week and the decision was made to go public with the news once the extent of the injury was known. He's a serious loss to Jurgen Klopp's side, having only just returned to the Premier League action after suffering a suspension for his red card against Manchester City. Number 1, match of the week. And here we go, talking about Liverpool facing Manchester United in the Premier League to start off this match week. And it is Manchester United's first real test of their Premier League title ambitions. United sit second in the table, level on points with leaders Manchester City after a superb start to the season, winning 6 of their 7 opening games and scoring 21 goals in the process. But Jose Mourinho's side are yet to face any realistic title contenders, and Liverpool will be desperate to make a statement against the Red Devils. Jurgen Klopp's side have been thrilling and infuriating in equal measure, with the brilliance of Liverpool's attack being hamstrung with a soft defence to sit 7 points off the pace. And Liverpool know a win in their famous ground against Jose Mourinho's men will send a message to the rest of the league, and a loss for Manchester United could prove costly. It's all going to go down this week, some big games in the Premier League. But that was the 10 things you need to know before this Premier League weekend, match week 8. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you go ahead and click that like button. The series is back because obviously the Premier League is back. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you all on my next video.